2. Aloha, my name is Alex and I'm a 4th year student here at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. I came all the way out here from Aurora, Colorado to study marine biology, and in this presentation you can see how I made Manoa mine, that way you can make Manoa yours. Aloha everybody, my name is Alexandra Egger and I came to the University of Hawaii at Manoa when I was 18 years old, right after I graduated from Cherokee Trail High School. I'm originally from Aurora, Colorado, but Manoa is where I call home now. I'm a 4th year student here at the university studying marine biology, and I'm expecting to graduate with my undergraduate degree in fall of 2020. In this presentation, I will be telling you about my experiences here at Manoa. I hope you enjoy. The transition from home life to college life was very exciting for me. As you can see, I decorated my new room exactly how I wanted it, so that was really fun for me as well. I lived in Halealoha Lokelani as a freshman, where I made a lot of new friends and I began taking classes. The transition from cold Colorado to hot Hawaii was smooth sailing for me, and I absolutely loved it. I ended up living on campus for about 3 years, and as my senior year began, I moved off campus. Okay, since I've been talking about the transition, I really wanted to use this slide to break down some of the living options that we have here on campus. So to start, I wanted to direct your attention to the photo that you see on the slide that includes 4 main towers. These are what we refer to as the freshman towers, and they include Halealoha Lokelani, where I personally lived my first year at the university. There's also Laihua, Mokihana, and Ilima. All 4 of these buildings surround a courtyard where a lot of special events are held for students to participate in throughout the school year. There are other living options on campus. 2 of them that I wanted to talk about together because they're pretty similar are Gateway Hall and Johnson Hall. They're similar in the fact that they have 2 people per room, where each student gets their own bed, desk, and closet while all sharing a communal bathroom with other students. There is an apartment style option on campus as well, and these are known as the Wainani buildings. These are 2 people per room, 2 rooms per apartment, while 4 people have a shared living area, kitchen, and bathroom. There's one other option to live on campus that is different from the rest, and this is Freer Hall. Freer Hall is different and more special than the rest in my opinion because it has air conditioning while all of the other options do not. I have personally lived in the Wainani Towers for 2 years, and I have never lived in Freer Hall, but I never really had any issues standing the heat here in Hawaii, so not having air conditioning is still okay. A fan did just fine for me. Next, I wanted to talk about the dining halls. So in that courtyard surrounding the 4 freshman towers is one of the main dining halls in the lower campus in housing, student housing. This is called Halealoha Cafeteria. This is a buffet style dining hall that's open for dinner every night of the week, including the weekends, and then they do a 10 a.m. brunch on the weekends. Another dining hall that is in student housing is located in Gateway Hall. This is called Gateway Cafeteria, and this is another buffet style dining hall that is open for breakfast on the weekdays, lunch on the weekdays, and dinner on the weekdays, as well as on the weekends. So there are many ways to get involved on campus. Our university has 200 plus clubs, or you can even start your own club for whatever you want really, as long as you and 6 other friends want to participate and you can get a faculty signature, then you can start your own club on campus and have people join and hold meetings and things like that. It's really a good way to get involved on campus and to start something for yourself. Another way to get involved is to play intramural sports. UH offers about 44 different sports for students to play just for fun. I personally played intramural flag football while I was living on campus my sophomore year, and I had so much fun and made so many friends doing that. Now onto something a little more serious is safety and security on campus. The UH campus is a safe place to be, honestly, but it's important to know that anything can happen. So we have these blue glowing emergency poles all around campus for students who are uncomfortable to use. They are designed in a way for students to be anywhere on campus, no matter where. You should be able to stop, turn 360 degrees, and find at least one pole. When you're worried or something goes wrong, you can always activate these polls and have somebody dispatched to your location right away. We also have another option for safety, which is in the photo above the freshman towers. This is called the Manoa Guardian app. This is also just another way for other people, like your parents or your friends, to have your location while you're on campus. That way, you're sure that you're being safe. We also have a public safety escort. So if you're leaving one of the libraries late at night from studying and you don't want to walk home in the dark, you can definitely call the public safety people on campus and they can give you a ride back. Being a part of the marine biology program here at UH is especially great because all of the classes are designed to throw students into activities that are supposed to show them exactly what it's like to be a scientist in this field. As you can see from these photos, the university has given me opportunities to conduct hands-on, in-the-field research at our very own Hawaii's Institute of Marine Biology located on Coconut Island. Our campus is composed of a friendly community of students and professors that are all encouraging you to succeed. Being surrounded by such positivity has really helped me thrive here as a college student, even through some of my more challenging courses. Okay, moving on to college classes. I want to use this slide to break down some of the questions that you may be having as you transition from high school classes to college classes. I know I was really confused about how everything worked and I didn't know what to expect, so I'm going to try to clear up some of that confusion and answer some of the questions that you guys may have. So to start, how many credits should you be taking? For any specific major, I think it is safe to say that you should be taking anywhere from 12 to 18 credits per semester. I say 12 because it is the amount of credit hours that you need to be registered for in order to be considered a full-time student and to live within student housing on campus. And 18 is a good place to cap it. That way you are able to keep all of your course material in check throughout the semester. With that being said, I think it is very advisable for you to visit your academic advisor. They can really help you create a pathway of classes to take in order to graduate and to graduate on time. It is their job to help you and answer any questions that you may have about the classes you need to take in order to graduate. This is all done through our STAR GPS website. This is where you will find your course pathway to graduation, grades completed for classes, and your GPA. Now, moving on to class sizes, some of the bigger general education courses are going to have roughly anywhere from 150 to 250 students. Some of the entry-level courses that you will be taking as a freshman and sophomore will typically have a lot more people than some of the other specialized courses that you'll take as you move throughout your academic career. Now that I'm a senior, I have some of my more specialized class sizes getting down to as small as 8 to 10 people. With that being said, class size is very major and course dependent, so keep that in mind. Moving on to lectures and labs, some of the lectures that you will take will require you to take a corresponding lab. Lecture is either 2 to 3 times a week, while you also have to attend a 3-hour lab in that same week. We do this that way you are learning new material in a lecture style, as well as also having the opportunity to learn that same material through hands-on activities in your lab. Lecture and lab material correspond perfectly for that exact reason. Now, I know that professors may seem intimidating, but your instructor and their teaching assistants only want to help you. Talking with them and getting extra help whenever it's needed or necessary is a great way to keep good grades. Now, speaking of good grades, there are many tutoring options for students to use and to take advantage of on campus. So I'm going to go through some of those in a list form. The first one that I really liked as a freshman was the Housing Success Center. So this is located in Halealoha Cafeteria in student housing, and it's open until 9 p.m. every weeknight with tutors available to help you. No appointment is necessary, and walk-in is perfectly fine with them. Another one that I really like that I still use now is the Student Success Center. This is located in one of our libraries, Sinclair Library, with appointments only. You can select the class that you need help tutoring in, and you can either tutor for 30 minutes or to 1 hour with a specific tutor who is an expert in that class material. That way, you are getting all the help that you need. As a sophomore, the university gave me the opportunity to attend the Honolulu Fish Auction. There, I was able to see not only how fisheries work around the island, but also how our community is interacting with the ocean surrounding us. UH also offers over 200 clubs on campus for students to be a part of. I decided to take Tagalog to fill my language requirement, and I made so many new friends through the Katipunan Club that was associated with the class. I really got the chance to dive not only into the language, but into the culture as well, and I loved it. Not to mention, the food is great. So, I wanted to tell a funny little story about something that had happened to me when I was a second semester freshman at the university. I knew that I had to take a Hawaiian Studies class and gain credit for that class in order to graduate from the university. So, as my second semester was about to begin, I was registering for classes and I thought I should just take my Hawaiian Studies course and pass it and get it out of the way. That way I can move on. And so that's what I did. The first day of class rolls around and I get to the building and I get to the classroom and I sit down with a bunch of other students and all of a sudden the professor starts speaking to us in another language and I didn't understand anything. It didn't sound like Alelo Hawai'i, and it wasn't anything I understood. And then she said, I'm so glad you guys are in a Filipino class and you're ready to learn Tagalog. And I had no clue what any of that was because this was not Hawaiian studies. I was very confused. I didn't think I was in the right place. I was like, wow, this is really embarrassing. I have to stand up and leave because this is not the right place. She takes roll call and surprise, my name is on the list. Like, I am in this class, I am registered, and I have no clue what I have registered for. But it did turn out that I had registered to take the entry level Filipino language Tagalog 101, and I needed a language in order to graduate as well. I needed to take 4 semesters, and I wasn't that great at Spanish, and I didn't really want to take it, and I knew that for sure. So I said, you know what? I may as well stick this out, see how it goes, and maybe I'll like it. I ended up completing and getting A's in 4 Tagalog classes, 4 semesters of Tagalog, reaching the level 202. And I became part of the Katipunan Club, which is why I wanted to talk about this slide after the previous slide. The Katipunan Club is University of Hawaii's Filipino and Philippine Literature program. It was a fantastic program that I was so honored and lucky to be a part of. They treat everybody like a family. I got really immersed in the Filipino culture. People made food for me to try, and I got to go to a bunch of really cool places on the island that are full of Filipino culture and food, and just, it was the best experience ever. So, you know, even if you accidentally sign up for the wrong class, sometimes it all works out for the best and you can make the best of any situation and be a part of a club and a part of a family and make new friends, friends that will last a lifetime, all just in a club and just at a class that I accidentally signed up for. So learn from me and know that anything can happen as long as you take a step in the right direction. All right, now I would just like to talk about a few of the campus facilities that we offer our students here at UH. So to start, the WRC, or the Warrior Recreational Center, is just our gym. At the WRC, there are over 120 cardio machines in the cardio room, as well as a 123-meter track. It also has other weightlifting machinery and tools as well. What I really like about the WRC is that they offer classes on many different specialized levels. Classes such as yoga, boxing, Zumba, Pilates, you name it, we probably have it. These classes are offered on a schedule to any students at all times, completely free. All you have to do is go online or go to the WRC to check out the schedule to see which classes are offered and when. The WRC also offers subsidized outings around the island. That way students can go hiking or kayaking at a much cheaper price. Moving on to Stan Sheriff, this is where our pool is located in Lower Campus. Students can use the pool on the evenings on the weeknights, but also in Stan Sheriff, this is where our volleyball and basketball teams play, things like that. So on-campus events that students can participate in for free as long as you have your student ID. So one important thing that I wanted to talk to everybody about was the Queen Liliuokalani Center for Student Services, or what we call QLC for short. QLC is going to be where all of your student services needs are going to be found. So the admissions office is in QLC, along with other things like financial aid, the cashier's office, commuter services, LGBTQ services, women's services, a lot of different things are going to be found in that building, so it's important to know where it is on campus and all the things that it offers. Next, I wanted to talk about Hamilton Library. This is one of 2 libraries on campus. This is a air-conditioned library with computing and printing services as well. It is open not 24/7, but every single day of the week as well as the weekends. And it's a nice quiet place to study, especially when it's too hot outside and you want to just go to a nice cool place to get some work done. I love going to Hamilton for that reason. Our second library, Sinclair Library, is not air conditioned and you are allowed to bring food into that library. It is a little bit more of a louder workspace, so if you want to collaborate with a group or work with a study buddy, Sinclair Library is going to be where it's at. Sinclair Library is open 24/7 during the week and then just open during the day on the weekends. Sinclair Library is also where our Student Success Center is, like I had mentioned in the tutoring option slide. My life in Hawaii is like a never-ending adventure. It's honestly more than I could have ever asked for. You can go to the beach to swim and sunbathe, or you can journey into the mountains to hike in the luscious green forest, where you can see beautiful flowers and waterfalls. Down in Kaka'ako, there's art to explore and coffee shops to study at, but my favorite part about living in Hawaii is exploring life in the ocean. Being from Colorado, I never ever imagined myself getting the chance to be here doing these types of things, but I'm so happy that I chose Manoa, and Hawaii is really a whole new world for me. To all prospective students listening, I made Manoa mine by embracing all of the changes and challenges that were thrown my way. I had to take a step out of my comfort zone with courage and bravery in order to move forward with my journey in Hawaii. I made amazing and reliable friends, started an internship with NOAA, and I stuck to a strict school schedule. All of this has shaped me into the person I am today. So with that, I wish you luck on your journey to make Manoa yours. I also put together a short montage of clips from my experiences here, and I hope you enjoy that. Mahalo!